welcome to the Quite Frankly Show. Here we are again discussing Season 5, Episode 10 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So let's break it all the way down. Let's just get into it. So here we are 5 days after the fight, and Monique is sitting down. She called Karen up and said, "Hey, Karen, I want to get all the ladies together except for Candace, considering, which was understandable. So I want to get all the ladies down and sit down. And, hey, let's talk." So they get together. Everybody starts to show up to the house, and and as everybody, they show up, and Gizelle walks in with a bodyguard. Gizelle walks in with a bodyguard. It's funny to me. It's funny to me because nobody else walked in there with a bodyguard. Nobody else hired a bodyguard. Out of all the years on this show, nobody else hired a bodyguard. Out of all the years of people fighting on TV, I have never known somebody to hire a bodyguard. Now, if there has been, I haven't seen it, but from shows I've seen, nobody has hired a bodyguard. Especially since they were not the ones that were attacked. Okay. Anyway, so Monique shows up. She comes in and she starts to state, why asked Karen to bring you all here. And so she begins to explain what she remembers, why she reacted the way she reacted. And, she just basically gave her side. And in the midst of, her starting to talk and give her side, she started to cry. And because, again, for her, it was emotional. For her. And all I could see was just so much judgment. Honestly, it was just so much judgment coming from this side of the room. From the three women, Wendy and what's her face? Robin and Gizelle. All of them to show nothing but just judgment on their face. Like they just saw, what you have? Or like, there was no sympathy, no empathy, was no grace, no mercy being shown. So again, she's stating how she feels. She's stating why she reacted. She's stating what she remembers. So she stated how she blacked out, and she just really stating her side. And she wasn't there to bash Candace, and I appreciated her for that. I appreciated her for, not bashing Candace in that moment when she could have, but she said, "You know what, I'm going to only talk about me in this moment." So then, after she gave what she had to say, everybody else decided to give their thoughts and their opinions. Honestly, again, I seen no grace, no mercy shown. Robin, again, I appreciate Robin for just saying, hey, I appreciate Robin for holding Monique accountable, because she did, in a way, she did hold her accountable. But I didn't really feel like Robin was putting herself in Monique's shoes. I appreciated Robin for stating, what she did after the fight by getting on social media. But again, I didn't appreciate how she really wasn't putting herself in Monique's shoes. One thing I didn't like about what Robin did was how she just came out of her mouth and said, you told the blogs, you had people go to the blogs, and yes, the timing of it adds up. And the story that was put out is very one-sided. But we can't say that Monique was the one that put it out there. We can't say that Monique was the one that told the blogs unless you had hard evidence, unless you got audio recording or text message or receipts that show that she sent this, she made this story, she sent this to the people and this and that. Unless you have hard evidence, you can't really say that she was the one. Your opinion is that you believe that she did because of the timing of it. And like Ashley said, there were so many people in there. There were so many people in there that could have went to the blogs and said something. Yes, I see what they were saying. Well, if doing something like that happening, they would have, they would have, they would have been putting that on social media saying that, or they would have been putting out to social media the very next day. But again, not everybody knows who the Real Housewives of Potomac is, for one. Okay. Two, probably a couple of days later, somebody realized, oh, wait, hold up. I got this fight. Wait a minute. That was, so, again, unless you have hard evidence to prove that Monique actually put this out there or told the blogs, and made this story, you can only just say, oh, this is what I believe, but you just can't say, yeah, Monique, you put that out. I mean, and again, it's your word against hers, her word against yours. That's what you believe, so be it. During this whole episode, Ashley and Karen was the only one that showed empathy. That was the only ones that showed grace and favor. I would not say not favor, but grace and mercy. Excuse me, unto Monique. I'm gonna get to Gizelle last, because Wendy. I appreciated her for holding Monique accountable, saying, okay, this is what needs to be done. You were aware of this and that about she, okay. But to label and put on Monique that she is the example, and y'all can't tell me that they did not make it as that tonight. To put it on Monique as she is the example of why black women can't keep their hands to themselves, why black women always fight, why black women don't know how to act, and this and that. That's just a crock of bull. That's a bunch of bull. Because let's look at it this way. We can't say that this one person is the example of why folks don't believe in God. We can't say this one person displays how all Christians are, how all believers are. We can't say that this is why. We can't say that this is the person that shows how this is how all police officers are. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You put it on Monique as she is the one that makes it as this is why we can't, this is why black women stay like this. This, Monique is the reason why we can never get above the stereotype. When over the years, black women have fought on TV and no, and y'all barely have said anything. Yes, this is a show that this has never happened on. This has never happened on. But just because somebody never got physical with somebody, that doesn't mean that your words don't defy, as y'all love to say, let me say it like this. We put it on black people, or we say, black, this is why black, no, I'm getting my words mixed up. Okay, let me say it like this. Your words are just as bad as putting your hands on somebody. Oh, just on this show, Gizelle, Robin, some of the other ladies have said words out of their mouth that could put black women in that same stereotype of angry. So we can't say that Monique is the one that makes black people, that makes black people angry, that makes black women, that puts black women back into the stereotype. Because y'all have torn each other down over the years just by your words. Just by your words. Just by your words. So I couldn't get with Wendy on that one. With this whole Monique is this, that, blah, and this is why black women have it hard to grow. Oh my goodness. Then Wendy said something towards the end of the conversation, of the whole sit down. She said this. Well, Monique said, "Pray for me." Wendy responded, "Prayer doesn't always work." I will not allow you or anybody else to say that this is why, that this is why, that this is why. I will not allow you to say that prayer does not work. I will not allow you to say that prayer does not work. Prayer doesn't always work. Prayer doesn't always work. I will not allow you to say that. I will not. I will not. I will not. I will not allow you to say that. It may not work for you. It may not work for you. It may not always work for you because that's what you believe. But you cannot say that as a general statement that prayer doesn't always work. See, the reason why folks believe that prayer doesn't always work is because, for one, they don't have no faith behind what they're praying for. And they don't put no action behind what they're praying for. The Bible says in Hebrews that, Lord have mercy, that, God, Lord have mercy, help me, that faith without works is dead. You can pray for something and pray for something. But if you don't believe, truly believe what you're praying to God for, it'll never happen. If you don't truly put some action but have what you're praying to God for, it'll never happen. Say, God, I want a house, but yet you're not saving up the money to get a house. Come on. You say, God, I want a new car, but yet you're not saving up your money, yet you're not trying to get your credit together. Come on now. You want to say, God, I want you to heal my body, but you're not taking the steps to get your body back healed. So, prayer may not always work for you, but prayer does work. Prayer works all the time. All the time, prayer works. Prayer works. Gizelle. Gizelle has an image to protect. Okay. Can I say this? And I mean this. And I really mean this. Gizelle and Jamal have an image. And I say this with no judgment or anything like that. But looking at your track history of your ex-husband, he has done some things in the past, right? And for you, and I'm all for forgiveness and everything like that, but for you to come back now and display your ex-husband to the world on national television and have your kids to display why they're so skeptical of their dad. And I mean, that's just honest emotions though, but still, we have the way to put it all together. It's kind of hard to have an image. That's why we do have to be careful of the stuff that we do, the people we associate ourselves around and all that. So I get what you're saying in a way, as pertains you don't want to associate yourself around this person. But at the same time, Gizelle, let's look at your track history of the things that you have done and said on this show that will make somebody not want to be around you. You have done some things, you have said some things to people on this show that I personally wouldn't even associate myself around you because of just the stuff that you said. You didn't have to put your hands on nobody. For you to have used to have been a first lady, and you will possibly be a first lady again, if y'all get married or not, it's difficult. No, it's not difficult. It's shocking that you did not show no type of grace, no mercy, no empathy to Monique in this moment. In this moment. For you to make the comment about what your daughter said, that comment was unnecessary. And I'm pretty sure from the story that you told them, as Monique said, from the story that you told them, of course, they would say that. Because you don't like her. Come on now. You don't like Monique. You don't. Ever since she caught your shade and said that she had 4 homes, you have not liked her at all. At all. So I'm not surprised that you displayed what you displayed on the episode. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. If you were in this situation, you would be on defense mode. You would want people to show empathy and sympathy to you if you were out here and you was had a fight like that. Maybe it may not have been to the point of where you touched the person first, but I'm pretty sure if somebody put their hands on you, you would have, went there. So the fact that you sat up here and showed no grace, no sympathy, no empathy, no mercy towards Monique further shows who you are. Because I would love to see you get into a situation like this, and let's see how people react to you. Let's see how people treat you. You didn't put yourself in her shoes. Wendy didn't put herself in Monique's shoes. Robin didn't put herself in Monique's shoes. Again, the only two people that have showed grace and mercy and empathy towards Monique was Karen and Ashley. They held her accountable. They said, hey, you messed up. But guess what? They said, we still love you. We still gonna be here for you. And we still gonna help you get to a better place. Them other three women didn't even bother to show any type of empathy. They didn't bother to show any grace towards her. Baffles me. And towards the end of the sit down, Robin and Wendy, they were sitting down, still sitting on the couch. And they had the nerve to oh, well, what was that? And then give Monique side eyes and everything, like, what? I'm just, again, I see nothing but judgment coming from them three ladies tonight. Just nothing but judgment. Nothing but judgment. Nothing but pure judgment. Nothing but judgment. Because let one of y'all get into a fight, whether it's on national television or not. Can we stop saying that? So you got into a fight on national television, but if you get into a fight off of national television, oh, we ain't gonna say nothing, but since it's on national television, we're gonna say something. Let one of y'all get into a fight. You put your hands on somebody. Let's see if you will get the same treatment. Let's see how people respond when you get into a fight. When you have a moment where you act out. Also, can Wendy, can I say this? You could not expect Monique to feel remorse 5 days later. Again, you wasn't the one that was fighting. So you can't expect her to feel any remorse. You can't expect her to feel any remorse just 5 days later. Maybe a couple months down the line, she can sit up and say, okay, I feel remorseful about it. A couple weeks later, she can say, okay, I do feel bad. I really do feel remorseful about it. But just 5 days later, But now, for some people, they will feel remorse right after the situation. Some people will feel remorse 2 days later, 5 days later. But again, we are not Monique. This is the way she feels. And we have to respect her feelings in this moment. We have to respect her feelings in this moment. So, and so again, aftermath, women came, sat down, had their thoughts and opinions, and now we have to see where we go from here. We have to see where we go from here. One thing I don't like is how this is allegedly, apparently, the last time we will see Monique with the group again. The fact that you all have ostracized, put her over here, while y'all are over here, is baffling to me. It's absolutely baffling that you all really separated yourselves from her. Went on this show, went on Housewives franchise, on all the franchises that have been out there. We see women fighting with physical, with their words. Yet, from what I've seen, I haven't seen the ladies really just separate themselves from one individual. They still did group photos. They still did group trips. They still sat in the same room. So the fact that you all putting Monique over here is crazy. White women fight on television all the time, but y'all don't say nothing. These white women, they fight on television all the time. Hair snatching, they brawling, they going at it. But yet, y'all don't say nothing. We had that Mob Wives show. Them ladies was brawling, and we was all here for it. But Monique, being a black woman, was fought on national television, and now the whole world got to shut down. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And can I say this? Monique, her experience was she felt attacked. She felt the need to defend herself. So, if that's the case, then that's her experience. That's what she felt. And we can't tell her, how she should feel, because that's the way she felt. We can't tell her how she should take that experience, because that's just the way she experienced it. The only we can really say to Monique is, hey, listen, you got to do better from here. You got to do better. You can't allow yourself to get like that anymore, because that's not what you're supposed to do. You can't allow somebody to get you to that point so easily. Because again, in my opinion, somebody could do all this to me, and just this year, people have came to me like this in a heated moment. Guess what? I say this: as long as you don't touch me, as long as you don't touch me, as long as you don't put your hands on me, we ain't got no problems. We ain't got no problems. You can do all this, whatever. But as long as you don't put your hands on me, we ain't got no problems. Monique's situation, That was a trigger for her. Doing this, somebody doing this, and then somebody asking, you gonna drag me, you gonna drag me, you gonna drag me. Those were triggers for her. And them triggers made her, react the way that she reacted. Again, everybody reacts differently to situations. Everybody is not going to react the same. You three women have really displayed that you all would never act like that. So it will be real interesting to see somebody get in your face and do all of that, or even simply do one of these, or probably just even, or hit you or something like that. It will be real interesting to see how you react. Because it's a simple fact that you're saying that you would never fight, that you would never put your hands on somebody. It's a simple fact that you're saying that basically you would never fight on national television. So it will be really interesting to see somebody just in a moment, you're having a moment with somebody and it's real heated, and all of a sudden they hit you. It will be really interesting to see how you would react. It will be really interesting to see. Because I bet you what you're going to say is, well, they put their hands on me and so I had to do this. That's what you're going to say. And I already know it. That's what you're going to say. But because Monique initiated the first contact, that's where it really, really became a problem. And then it really, really became a problem because Gizelle don't even like Monique. Robin don't like Monique. And shut up. I'm gonna shut up. But let me tell you something. Everybody's gonna react differently to situations. Everybody's not gonna react the same. And we have to understand that. And in this moment, she has to grow from it. From last year, she has to grow. From last year, she has to grow in. No, okay, I can't let this get to me. I can't let these little things get me out of my character. Plain and simple. And kind of jumping around, but let me finish my thought. This is a learning thing for Monique. She reacted. She, had the moment. Over the months, she took accountability for it, and she's growing. Okay? She's growing, just like any other person that truly wants to better themselves. She's growing. But, the level of hypocrisy, the level of self-righteousness that was in that room tonight, just, oh God, it was there. The level was like through the roof. I just could not. I could not deal with them looking at her the way they was looking at her, saying what they were saying, and it just. Because somebody could look at you, Gizelle, and say, you know what, that's why I don't like first ladies. That's why, just simply because of the way you reacted. That's why I don't like black women. And people are like this, and that's why I don't like black women. Because they angry. They always got to fight. They always got to cut somebody out. So if we're going to say Monique is the example of why black women stay angry, well, let's look at you, Gizelle. We can put you as the example of why black women don't know how to talk to each other. Uh-oh. Let me stop this video. We can say you're the example why black women don't know how to talk to each other. We can put you as the example of why people always are petty and shady towards one another. Because you display that over the seasons. So again, it's the hypocrisy. Yes, Monique has, made certain comments saying that, y'all, you gonna punch Gizelle in the face. But did she actually do it? No. Yes, her and Robin got like this. But did they actually fight? No, they didn't actually do that. No, they didn't actually fight. They didn't. Again, people react differently. Because if, in that moment, Monique and Robin actually was fighting, Gizelle wouldn't even be making these type of comments about Robin. The comments that she's making right now, she would have been making the same comments about Monique then. But as it pertained to Robin, with Robin walking up on Monique, Gizelle would have looked past that. Gizelle would have looked past the whole moment that Monique said, "Get up in my face, get up in my face." And Robin walked up on Monique. Isn't that kind of how this happened right here? In just this year? In these past episodes? Candace said, drag me. And Monique got close and said, you want me to do it? Let's go back a few years. Monique said, get up in my face, say that, get up in my face, say that. And then Robin said, okay, I will. Okay. Because if Robin would have put her hands on Monique, would you have said the same thing? No, you would not have. So again, it's the level of hypocrisy and self-righteousness that has been displayed. Then two, again, then you made that comment in your confession talking about Monique spaghetti arms going up against, what'd you say, Money Mayweather Robin. Basically, you're insinuating that fight happened, boom. Come on now. Then you and Robin get up and go in Ashley's restaurant. You make the comments that you made. And then Robin doing this. And that could have turned into a whole fight right there. But yet, you would have said, Robin wasn't in the wrong. And Ashley was in the wrong. It's a level of hypocrisy that has been displayed. And again, to have been a first lady and to possibly be a first lady again, you show nothing but self-righteousness. The fact that you show nothing, no grace, no mercy, no empathy is just beyond me. It's beyond me. Because I could say you are the example of why folks don't go to church. Because they do something wrong. They do something wrong. And this is how people respond to it. No mercy, no grace, no empathy, no nothing. But they display that, I would never do that. And that's what you said. I would, because when Monique made the comment saying if you was in that situation, you gave off the persona, you gave out the look and everything. I would never do that. That's a bunch of bull. I raised my daughters to never put their hands on somebody. Okay. So if your daughters get into a physical altercation, whether they are right or wrong, I want you to show what you just showed to Monique. I want you to show that same thing to your daughters. Plain and simple. I want you to show that. I want you to show that same, this same self-righteousness the same judgment, I want you to show that same thing to your daughters. Whether they was right or wrong in the fight, and they actually put their hands on somebody, I want you to show the same. Show the same. Show it. Give them the same treatment. But again, I appreciate Karen and Ashley for being sympathetic, being showing empathy and showing grace, showing mercy towards Monique. Held her accountable, but they still was there giving her love. Giving her love. And can I say this before I end this video? Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if I have 1,000 subscribers. Let me say this. I'm glad Gizelle ain't God. I'm glad them 3 women ain't God. Because if they were God, or if they were the gatekeepers, if they were the people that designed for certain folk to get in that, if they were the people that had to decide who would get into heaven, oh my goodness, Monique would have been cast into hell. Just from season 2, Monique would have been put in hell. Because Lord have mercy. No grace, no mercy, no empathy was shown at all. I'm glad y'all not God. I'm glad y'all don't decide whether I get into heaven. Monique acted the way she acted. It was a huge, not mistake, but it was a wrong choice. She made a horrible choice. She made a horrible choice. And yes, we hold her accountable for it, but also we say, get yourself, get better, because we still love you. I'm still a fan of Monique. I'm still a fan. And that's the thing. As a fan, I'm going to hold the person that I support accountable. I'm not just going to switch up. That's the problem with a lot of folks in this world. They switch up over something simple or even something major. They just switch up. I'm going to hold Monique accountable and say, hey, you was wrong. But hey, you messed up. Do better now. Learn, do better. Simple as that. Simple. So, I'm ending this video. I love y'all. Thank you all for supporting us just this far. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything about tonight's episode. I really think that's about it. Oh, and also I don't know if I said this in the beginning or not, but I'm gonna say it now. We can't put it as Monique is the cause for why black women act the way they act. Yeah, I did say this, but we can't put that on Monique. Because again, we can say that you're the cause why people don't want to go to church. You're the cause why people don't believe in God. You're the cause why people don't want to be, why people don't believe in officers, why people don't want to be officers. We can't put that all on one person. Because not all officers are the same. Not all Christians are the same. Not all black women are the same. So, yeah. Love y'all. God bless you all. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you all in the next video.